And let's return to Egypt, where the tourism minister has announced that the government will announce additional security measures to safeguard tourists. And that's after an attack by suspected militants in the Red Sea resort of Hurgada that left 3 people injured on Friday. The tourism is critical to the Egyptian economy as a source of hard currency, but has been ravaged by years of political turmoil since the revolution that ousted veteran President Hosni Mubarak in 2011. And we can cross over now to Cairo. CCTV's Yasa Hakim is joining me live from the capital for more on this. Yasa, do we have any more information on exactly what the government is planning to do in terms of boosting security in Egypt?
Yes, Beatrice, there are several measures. New equipment has been imported to locate in Sharm el-Sheikh and Hurgada, not just Hurgada. These are cameras, surveillance cameras that will be distributed around the city. And these cameras not only show the ongoings in the streets or the areas there, but also they have the service of that they can detect anyone who's wanted by police. So any wanted person would be located through these cameras. They would signal some kind of an alert on the headquarters of the police, whereby this alert would show that one of the wanted people has just passed by one of the cameras. So this is the latest technology in this one. There will be also more security presence around the 2 cities. They will not be wearing the normal police uniforms, but wearing civilian clothes, but they will be scattered around the 2 cities to ensure the safety and security of the people there. The airports have also been beefed up. There's been a review of the security apparatus in the airports of Sharm el-Sheikh and Hurgada, also of other airports in Egypt, in Cairo, the international airport. An international security firm has been adopted or had been brought here to Egypt with a contract to make sure that there's always surveillance on the security situation, to make sure it's always been developed according to the latest measures, and always there is British, French, American security groups and government officials who are working with the Egyptian authorities to try to put together the measures in Sharm el-Sheikh, Hurgada and the airports that would prevent any further attacks or any terrorist threats in the future. So those are mainly the first group of measures, a batch of measures that have been announced. We're told there more will be also placed in the next couple of months.
Well, yes, Egypt's tourism sector has suffered indeed since the Sharm el-Sheikh attack. But how has the tourism industry been affected since Friday's Hurgada attack?
Okay, there's an Arab saying that goes, you can't kill a dead body. And unfortunately, this is the situation with the tourism after the Russian passenger jet. The occupancy, hotel occupancy and arrival of tourists has dropped last October and November from 85% to 15%. So the tourism industry was working at a 15% power. And there were hopes that by next March there might be a revival, a slow revival of groups coming back, as we understand from Russia and from the UK. But at this point, even when this attack happened a few days ago, the occupancy levels were at 15 to 20% only. So, and many of them were actually Egyptians spending their holidays in the Red Sea. So what effects this will have is that it might prolong the revival of tourism in March. Germany, for example, has been sending its tourists in spite of the crash, the Russian jet crash. The British have and the Russians have banned flights to Egypt, to Sharm el-Sheikh. But Hurgada has been receiving Germans, have been receiving many other European countries. And now those will not come, maybe at small levels, 15%, but now the Russians and British might prolong their trips to Egypt until the summer instead of March. So this will prolong the suffering of the tourism industry, although until now this attack has shown, until now it's not we're not sure if it was a terrorist attack or a criminal act, but regardless, it will have an effect on sort of pushing through ahead the revival of the industry rather than stopping tourists coming now, because there are no tourists in Sharm el-Sheikh and Hurgada at this point. They were supposed to come in March. Maybe they will come in the summer.
Right. Yasser Hakim for us there in Cairo with that update. Thank you.